Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we're gonna take a look at the Type 91 Heavy. This is the Japanese tier. I was gonna say 4. It's a tier 3. Tier 3 Heavy. Now, I'm not gonna go into too much detail because it's a tier 3. You know, you play about 10 games and you're past it. Let's say it's 20 games. You know, you spend this. Let's take a very long time, a week, and then you're, done with this thing. So I'm not going to spend too much time on actually going into much detail because most people will just play this thing for 1 or 2 days and get past it and forget about it. But I've actually kept this thing because I've actually had some good games in it. And that is purely down to the gun, but we'll get to that in a moment. First off, we'll take a look at the strengths and weaknesses of this thing. Now, the speed, top speed 25, is pretty bad. There's no way around it. It's pretty bad. The armor at 20 millimeters at best, not fantastic. You can angle this thing, but when you angle it, this plate here becomes unangled, and you're still facing that like 20 millimeters of armor. Don't know if you can tell. You can't really tell the level, but this thing is sloped pretty well on sides and stuff, but you know, from the side it has a pretty big flat surface. The front is pretty damn flat, so unless a very low tier auto-loading gun, you're pretty much not gonna bounce a whole lot of shells. Maybe off your sides, maybe up here, maybe from these things, you know, from the front, if they sort of hit you at an angle on this, maybe, but there really isn't that much chance for bouncing. This thing doesn't really have armor. Now, what it does have is a gun. Let's take a look here. So this is the upgraded gun, but you are looking at 81 penetration. Yeah, 81. Let's quickly grab something, let's say, equal tiered. A tier 3. Do we have here? Tier 3. What do we have? We don't have any heavies. So let's take a 250. Nah, that's not really appropriate. Oh, you know what? I have a tier 3 heavy. Back to garage real quick. Is that quick? That is one thing that has annoyed me. Something that's nice in Armored Warfare and not on World of Tanks is that delay every time you click on something. So let's take a look at this tier 4 heavy, because there's not that many tier 3 heavies in the game. I still haven't fixed that damn bug. Anyways, so a somewhat comparable gun, 27 rounds a minute, same caliber, 55 penetration, and that's on a tier 4. 0.39 versus 0.4 accuracy. Aim time is much better on this thing though, but 2.1 seconds still is not bad. So this thing is quite a powerful gun. So let's get back there. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on going in depth. But one thing I want to warn you about before we jump into the game is that the depression is not bad once you go over here, but your gun will actually start pointing up once you get over here, and you'll have almost no depression. As you can see here, horizontal is at most what you can depress when above the turret. So your gun will actually, like where your gun is pointing, your barrel tip will be like here, 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 clunk, go up, and clunk, go down, and you know, all around. So do keep that in mind, that whenever you're facing front, that this is gonna be like, you can't shoot something that's right here. Like you won't be able to, or here, because you can only aim straight over this thing. You can't even remotely aim down, not even like half a degree, I think. So do keep that in mind. It's something you're gonna have to work around. But other than that, it's a pretty damn good gun. So that's, you know, enough looking at the stats here. The rest, it's a tier 3, you know. It really isn't all that interesting to look at the stats. It doesn't have anything special, really, except for that gun. So let's take a look at the game, shall we? So this game was pretty short after the Japanese heavies came out, so you're gonna see a lot of them in the game. But I do think that this game sort of illustrates pretty decently what this thing is capable of. Again, this is not so much a review as a preview, as a just to show you guys what this thing is capable of. Let's take a look here from the side. Let's see if I actually tried to depress the gun. I don't remember. Was it a little bit ago? So yeah, over there where the gun is right now, you can depress it. Well, yeah, there we go. It has okay depression. It's not super duper, but it's definitely not bad. But over that turret, you pretty much have none. Let's go back to normal camera view here. Health pool 250. Nothing special. I mean, if you see that the light tanks have 230, you know, it's meh. So try to put in a shot on the move. Accuracy on the move is actually not all that terrible. So we see that something's coming up there. PZ D there. And our armor is good enough to bounce his shots. He didn't pen a single one, so put another shot into his face. Didn't quite get a line of PZ1C. Looking for him to pull back. Sadly he doesn't. The D1 who actually managed to penetrate us. But as you can see here, the rate of fire is pretty good on this thing. And we just bounced another shot. So when in its own tier and top tier, this thing can do pretty well. You gotta aim the gun though. There we go, another shell in, and I just want to finish this dude off. And of course, it dips low. There we go. We finish him off. So far we've taken, I think, 3 penetrating hits. One downside, as you just saw there, is the turret rotation is pretty slow. See how slow that is? So you really need to be careful and turn your tracks whenever you try to re-engage a target, if you can. I mean, you don't want to face your side just for turning your tracks. And I'm kind of worried about getting shot from the side here, as you can see. Cruiser just sitting there getting shot. Oh, his tracks are off. Okay. Not sure what that dude is doing. Pull back. I didn't want to go too far back because there is artillery, and then holy crap, there's one behind me. Shit. Turn. And we need to deal with him. Really don't want him behind us. So accuracy, it's a case of it works okay, but most of the times, if at all possible, you really do want to aim it in. It doesn't go very fast, this tank, but even still, the accuracy is, it's not horrific, let's put it like that, while shooting on the move. Trying to get a line on this dude, can't quite see him. Oh, and I was in a platoon with Solmayan, he just got murdered. Trying to get a line, still can't see him. What is he behind? Too many bushes. Okay, there's a building. Oh, is he coming back? No, is he going forward? 1, 2, I tried to just, oh, no, darn it. Tried to just count the shot there. Oh, come on. Yeah, really gotta have to aim that. Darn it. And we don't get the kill. Too bad, so sad. Now, question is there anything else out here? Stood on the island there. There's teammates on the hill, they're going down. I don't think I'm necessarily on that flank, and I doubt there's much there. If you look at the mini-map where everybody was spotted, more than likely they're on the islands. I severely doubt that they're gonna find anything on that side of the map. So we make our way over to the other side of the map, where I expect most people to be, because I want to shoot something. Oh, a bit of a line on them. Wow, that is not much. Can't even see an outline right now. I have no idea if that hit. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Oh, there we go. Now we have a bit of line. Put a nice shot into his side, and darn it, he dives into cover. I hate it when people do that. Don't dive into cover, it's lame. Just stay in the open. Feed me more damage. So, playing this thing as a heavy, yeah, at this kind of tier, you just don't have the armor to actually play a heavy. This thing is just a sort of sluggish medium with a little bit more health, but really not all that much. Take a look at that steward. He has 250 health. I saw that correctly? Did I see that correctly? Yeah. So he has the same amount of health as we do. So just to give you an idea, you know, usually heavies have a bit more health, but nope, not in this case. Whoa, that was some funky ass zoom there. So we're just patiently waiting here. We don't really want to cliff dive, and not enough lead. Darn it, too slow. Kind of worried about that enemy type 91 that was last spotted over there. So we have a Vespa, a very damaged PZ-1C, and a very damaged cruiser back in our base. That Stuart can pretty easily outspot them, and yeah. So yeah, I'm saying that I shouldn't have pushed him up. He could have looked at the map, like where I was, you know, and trying to put side shots in. And if you're gonna push him down like that, then I don't have shots. So bloody hell! I just freaking got there, damn it! Good. So is he gonna come up? Can't quite see him. I'm diving into the rocks here. I don't want him to know that I'm coming here, and I want him to go up after the I go. And I was just hoping I could just pop up right behind him and pop one into his ass, but it seemed like he's willing to show himself. So I back up behind the rocks here, trying to get a line. Shoot the rocks once again. Try to put in a blind shot. Artillery puts in a blind shot. Not sure if we actually hit him or not, but I think it's time to go. Come on. Can we outspot him? Trying to get a line on this cruiser, just can't. At this point, I think I'm spotted. I don't have 6th sense on this thing, obviously. So far a pretty, I'm not going to say passive game, but careful game. And that's kind of what you have to do in this tank. Like I said, it really isn't a heavy as heavies are. It doesn't have armor, it doesn't have a massive health pool, so you're just going to have to be a little bit sneakier with your health and how you play this thing. And you play it more like a medium. But you do get that fantastic penetration. At this point, I'm pretty sure my crew was only 75% or something. There we go, waiting for my artillery to finish him off, as he did. It's always good, that's what you have artillery for, and wow, where did that shot go? So we're just going to poke here, and we're just going to put shots into him. But as you can see here, this gun can really rip apart tanks quickly. Because the pen is good, but the damage isn't bad either. And we just got shot there. I'm trying to pull back. The enemy still had artillery, so I didn't want to hide behind those wrecks, because I was kind of afraid I was going to get shot there. But yeah. So it's down to 2 versus 2. Do we want to watch the end of it? Nah, let's see what happens. Let's just speed it up here. And, I don't remember what's gonna happen here, but... Okay, boom, 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 boom. Gonna reload. Back off. Poke another bush, which is always a good idea. And can't quite finish him off. He's coming in his direction, though. He's gonna sit down there and he's gonna spot us, which is rather annoying. I personally, yep, would go down the hill here. Do be careful though. Come on. Do I have to go even faster than this? 4 times speed, man. I think artillery put in a blind shot there. On him and finish him off. Well, not we, but our team. Artillery putting in more blind shots. Just shooting and shooting. There he is, and he gets finished off. Let's take a look at the stats. So, hopefully with this video, I just try to pique your interest in that some low tier tanks might actually not be bad ones. And I, for one, will keep this thing, because I love low tier tanks with fantastic guns, and this thing definitely has one. Yeah, my crew was about 80%, so I think my crew by now is quite a bit better, but yeah, it's not a bad tank at all. It gets a fantastic gun for its tier. Mobility is a bit lacking, armor is pretty much non-existent, although some low tier tanks you can block, but overall it's a pretty fun tank with a good gun, so give it a go if you haven't already. And, well, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, probably subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.